I set off my fire alarm. So, I am a professional chef, and yes, I still set my fire alarm off almost every time that I'm cooking. So comment below if you too set off your fire alarm every time you cook. Let's get started making these slow cooker short ribs with pork rind gremolata. I know it sounds a little bit different, maybe something you're not used to. Gremolata, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's an Italian condiment. It's like a crunchy, herby sort of topping. So I have taken that Italian condiment, gremolata, and southernized it, as I do most things. And instead of the breadcrumbs, I have added pork rinds, which is like, in my mind, a genius move. And then instead of lemon zest, I'm using orange zest because that pairs super well with the beef. The very first step is searing off your short ribs and putting them in the slow cooker. So let's look at my setup. I have my short ribs out and ready to be seasoned. My slow cooker is plugged in. I have most of my other ingredients sliced, diced, and ready to go. So I'm going to heat up my very large 12-inch cast iron skillet. You need about 3 pounds of short ribs, so that's like about 7 or 8 depending on how much each short rib weighs. I have my salt and pepper measured out right here. I'm going to mix it together with my finger and then evenly coat my short ribs in salt and pepper, pressing it down into the meat. Searing off meat before putting it in the slow cooker, especially beef, pork, is really essential, and I wouldn't skip that step. We are not getting any sort of caramelization in the slow cooker. It is literally just like steaming, boiling your meat, which gives absolutely no flavor. Once your meat has been seasoned, add some canola oil to your hot skillet, and then you can start searing off your short ribs. While my short ribs are searing off in the skillet, I am going to get the rest of my ingredients prepped. So I've already sliced my onion. The other thing that I need to do is slice my 2-inch knob of ginger. I'm leaving the skin on for this. I'm going to discard it later, and so the skin doesn't really matter. I'm also going to cut this whole head of garlic in half and take off as much of the papery skin as I can, but if some of it's still left on there, it's totally fine. I have my beef stock already measured out. If you don't have stock, you can use broth, but I love the full hearty flavor of the stock over the broth, but you can really use whatever you have on hand. And then I am going to juice one of my oranges. I need about a half a cup of orange juice. It might end up needing 2 oranges, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, it is about time to flip over these short ribs, so let's look at them. That crust, golden brown caramelization, that is what we're looking for on all sides. I set off my fire alarm. So I am a professional chef, and yes, I still set my fire alarm off almost every time that I'm cooking. So comment below if you too set off your fire alarm every time you cook. So I really need some zest off of this orange for a lot later tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and zest this with my microplane and then cut it in half so I can juice it. It's a lot easier to zest a whole citrus than it is a cut up one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, set it off to the side, put it in the fridge until later tonight when these short ribs are ready. Now that all of my short ribs are really nice and caramelized on all sides, I'm going to add them into the slow cooker. Look at that. And then I'm going to add in my sliced onions to the drippings in the skillet. I'm going to let my onions cook until they're soft and transfer them to the slow cooker with the short ribs. So I already have 1.5 cups of my beef stock measured, and I need a half a cup of orange juice. So I'm going to just go ahead and make sure it fills it up to 2 cups. My onions are soft, so I'm going to transfer them to the slow cooker with the short ribs, like so. I'm letting them drain, so I don't want to get much of these drippings in the skillet. I'm going to discard those. So you can use tongs or a slotted spoon. Now that all of my onions are in the slow cooker, I can add in my ginger and my garlic and my beef stock and orange juice. Look at that. Cover it. I just put my short ribs in the slow cooker. They have to go for 7 hours. So this recipe is best done the day of your party. You could even do it a couple of days ahead. Just know it takes 7 hours. Do it in the morning. You can have them that night or make them ahead and you can heat them back up in the oven in their sauce. However you want to do it. Love that this is make ahead and love that it's mostly hands off. So now I have 7 hours to either hang out with my house guests or to get my house ready for my party, which is what I am going to be doing now. Okay, it has been about 7 hours, so I am going to check on my short ribs. They are looking so good. Basil is being bad up on the counter, trying to smell what's going on. Okay, I'm going to transfer the short ribs, which are literally falling off the bone, look at that, to a plate and then leave everything else in the liquid so that I can put the liquid into a saucepan, strain out the solids, and I'm gonna reduce the liquid to a sauce. Now I can turn my burner on and let this liquid reduce for about 10 to 12 minutes until it's a lot thicker. Then we're gonna thicken it with the cornstarch slurry to make a really great sauce or gravy to go with our short ribs. While my sauce is reducing and my grits are cooking, I am going to chop up my parsley. I need about 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to mix this with my crumbled up pork rinds and orange zest and some salt to make my gremolata. Now I'm gonna add my cornstarch slurry. So I have a tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of warm water. You never wanna add dry cornstarch to a hot liquid. It will clump up and that is the last thing that you want it to do. Going to whisk this into my gravy mixture and bring it up to a boil. My sauce is nice and thick and smooth and flavorful. So I'm going to turn off the heat and take it off the heat. And here we've got my short ribs with the sauce and the gremolata. And over on the stove, I am cooking up some grits to serve my short ribs over. I'm gonna add in a little bit of Parmesan cheese to take these over the top. And that is it. The short ribs are ready and I'm so excited to dig in. Oh my gosh. Just look at these. They look beautiful. And honestly, they were so easy except for the hands-on time in the beginning, which really was not hard at all. I just dumped these in the slow cooker. They smell amazing. They look so impressive for your guests. And the best part about it is that you can spend time with your guests instead of sweating away in the kitchen. And really, that's all you can ask for a recipe during the holiday season. So without further ado, I'm going to dig in. I really hope that you make this recipe. You can find it in the pages of Southern Living this month, but of course, it's always on southernliving.com. If you make it, I would love for you to take a picture and tag me on Instagram because I love seeing when y'all recreate things that I do on Hey Y'all in your home kitchens. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click the bell so you never miss an episode of Hey Y'all. I mean, look at this perfect bite. We've got the grit, we've got the short rib, we've got the gremolata, we've got the gravy. Y'all, I hope you make this dish. Let me know if you do. I will see y'all next week. Happy holidays.